my channel. My name is Megan, if you're new here. If you're not, hello again. Let's get into the month of April. This is like very heavy news to share, but in the month of April, we had to put down my childhood dog, Murphy. He was 11 years old. He would have turned 12 this June. We very quickly found out that he had 2 masses in his abdomen area and a nodule on his liver. And we decided to make sure he didn't suffer too much longer in pain, and decided and made the very difficult decision to ultimately put him down and let him rest after a strong, solid 11 years with us. I'm pretty okay for the most part, but if I kind of like sit down and think about it and start talking about it too much, I do get really emotional, because for the most part I feel like I'm kind of in shock still, which is normal. Of course, grieving is different for everybody. That is like the main event that happened this month. He was such a big dog. He's a Labrador. He was 75 pounds, so he took up a lot of space in the house. And we do have 2 other dogs. They don't take up as much space, I feel like, as he did. It's very weird at times. Like coming home and not hearing his bark, or not seeing him get excited to eat his meals. We did spend like his last week after we found out and made the decision to put him down. We took him on walks every single day, gave him In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A. He had chocolate on his last day, and he even had chocolate, like that was the last piece of food he had while we had our last moment with him. I don't want to go too much into it because it is personal. That's like the heavier note of April. And this is not my first time losing a pet. This is actually my 3rd time. And I think it hits a little harder the last 2 times that I lost a pet. We didn't have the chance to say goodbye to them. They passed very suddenly, so we didn't have like that prolonged time with them and get a chance to like actually say goodbye. But with Murphy we did, which I'm very grateful for, and will never not be grateful for that. I don't know really what else to say about that other than I miss him and I can't wait to see him again. So yeah. Besides all that, in the month of April, I redid my room. As you can see behind me, this is new. Went to IKEA. It was mainly a month at home, just because of everything that happened. That was that. Let's roll the clips of what my April looked like. Please, I know you can't, okay, you actually can't see the mess, but I'm currently pondering some redecorations in my room, and that begins with the area behind me. Let me show you guys. So currently, this is the situation we have going on this side of my room. I have some posters, I have a clothing rack, some shelving, and then I have this very dead space right here. I had a like milk crate here for a long time. Recently I got very sick of it, very tired of looking at it, and I decided to get one of these shelves from IKEA. So it's these metal shelves. They're the Omar shelves, just to not have this. Because as you I tried decorating it, but as you can see, as we get lower, it's just a mess. This is what my room looks like on this side as of right now. I bought a display, like storage organizer for my matcha setup, because why not? So let's build it together. This is currently my matcha setup at the moment. This is what she looks like. I have my kettle, syrups, matcha supplies, and yeah, let's change it. This is what I'm wearing to go to IKEA. My cardigan is vintage from Depop. My jeans are Urban. My shoes are Asics. And my bag is Baggu. And my little keychain is from Amazon. Let's go. That's more compact. This is a statement. What's the difference in price? That one's 30, this one's 40. We are back at my house and we have the Omar shelf that I got at IKEA today. Let's go ahead and build it. I want to see how long it takes for me to try to build it myself until I ask my mom for help.
Girl, you got me down so bad. I can't say enough. She pull up with that new
I need help.
thing. Please don't fall in love, cause I think of you all day. Yeah, I was running through my brain, can't be nothing. Cause I just know you got me thinking about forever. Got a crush, crush, crush on you. I just wanna be your only crush, crush, crush on you. I'm not the type to give it in, read it out to your mind. Let me tell you now I got.
This is where I'm calling it for today, as in terms of decorating my room. I do have a big old mess on my bed here. So I have this clothing rack that I got off of Facebook Marketplace a long time ago. So I cleared this top shelf. It's just my Monstera now and this little bok choy Sneak Angel. And then the next shelf down, I have a few Harry Styles magazines and then just a lamp from IKEA and a little Smisky next to it. And then this one, she's empty, but I do have a print that I'm gonna go get a frame for tomorrow, and I think I'm just gonna keep it simple and put it there with some Sunny Angels and a little crochet flower pot. And then the last one, I just have some K-pop photo books, and then I do need to redo like my display for clothes just so it matches the season a little bit more, because it is spring, so I want to make it a little more colorful than it is. It's actually not colorful at all, but yeah. I also took down this poster that was here because we're gonna install some ACs in the near future. So, and the one I'm getting installed is gonna go in this area. I added one right here, and then we come over here I guess this will probably be like a background I film with if I like do like sit down parts of my videos. I put a shelf up there for my just trinkets. I finally installed this mirror from IKEA, and then we have the pain in the ass shelf. If you get this, you're gonna need somebody that has like a lot of muscle strength. So I have some Sunny Angels. I have my Jenny Dental Monster glasses. I have my Harry Styles Love on Core print. I have a couple Twice albums, some more Sunny Angels, a Glossier candle, Lego roses, another little pop art figure. And the second shelf that I have a Sunny Angel stuffed animal. I have a Nyota pop art figure, Hirono, a couple earrings in their boxes. And then I have the acotar books, a plant with a little Sunny Angel. I don't know if you can see him. And then we go to the last shelf, and I have a bunch of magazines, and then some Smith's keys on top. And then I have this record player that my mom got me back in like high school, like Tumblr era, if you know, you know. Then I have my Mamiya on top, and then on the side I just have a couple of cameras hanging. That is where we're at with the room decorations, and that is all. I will see you guys later. Bye. A little unboxing. I just got home, and I have a couple of packages that arrived today. The first thing that I got is, I hope this fits, or else it would be very sad. I got a piece of merch from the Maria's website. This is not gonna fit me. This is the tank top. It's very cute, but it is indeed very small. And I thought it would be ribbed, but it is not. I'm gonna have to return it though, because this will not fit me. If you guys know Claudia Sulewski, probably have heard of her skincare brand called Cycler. I bought my very first thing from them. So this is what she looks like. I got the Sacred Santal Vitamin C Body Oil. She's very, very luxe. And now, time for the smell. Ooh. I wanted to get the perfume oils, but I've had an allergic reaction to perfume oils before. Ooh. I like that. I don't know how to describe fragrances, so I'll put like the notes of the fragrance here. I will be using that after I shower. I don't know if Claudia will ever watch this, but if you do, I have been watching you for such a long time, and you are my it girl. Okay, I love you. Very excited to try this out. I'm going out to go do some thrifting, get some coffee, and yeah, I'm just going out with a friend today and my mom. But this is my outfit. I'm wearing this gray cardigan from Uniqlo, and I'm also wearing this white cute little like baby doll top from Urban Outfitters, and I paired it with these jeans from Uniqlo. And then I'm also going to be wearing my blue navy Adidas Spaghettos, and that is the outfit. And my bag, probably just use my bagoo. And then this is my makeup. I just did my everyday routine. This is it. I'll see you guys when I am out. I'm back home now, so let's haul everything that I got today. I got the sweater for my boyfriend, and then I got this cardigan for me. It's just a nice little brown to add to my never-ending collection of cardigans. Just a plain gray crew neck, and then my friend found this one, but I took it. Just a nice little cutie top. Very nice for the summer because it's very thin. This plain t-shirt, but it is from Urban Outfitters. And I got this also plain shirt that's a nice little navy tank top. And then I got the last thing that is my favorite. It's another green cardigan, but it has cutie little pearl buttons. That is everything that I got at thrifting today. So, goodbye. Please excuse the interruption. Let's talk books. So around like end of March, I picked up my first book, and the first book I picked up was A Court of Thorns and Roses, the first book in the acotar series. And at first I was skeptical because there is so much hype around this series that I was like, let me just get the first one, see if it's any good, and then if I like it, I'll get the rest and I'll read the rest of the series. I ended up really liking the series and it's one of my favorites. And I'm very new to reading. I think it's maybe been like a month and a half, almost 2 months of reading. I think the last series I read was like Divergent, and that was like in high school. So it was gonna take something to convince me to get back into reading. acotar did it because I bought all 5 books so far. I'm just like everyone else, still waiting for acotar 6. That'd be great if there was any news about that, but there's not. So I read all 5 of these within like a month span of when I first got the first book. First book, she's great. I foolishly was like everyone else. Also, if you have not read any of the series and don't want any spoilers, skip to this time in this video. This is for my people that have read it or don't care about any spoilers. Thought Tamlin was, I was like, okay, guess he's like a knight in shining armor, I guess. He's okay. It didn't really click for me about Rhys until we got here. And then I was like, oh, duh. Of course, it's not Tamlin, that's the main character. Or main male character. It's Rhys. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, get on it. And then we go to Acotar, A Court of Wings and Ruin. She is pure art. She is emotional turmoil. Page 666, if you guys know. I literally like audibly gasped, and my mom was in the room with me when I was on that page, and I was just like, but then I went to the next chapter. I was like, oh, I was just overreacting. The next in the series is A Court of Frost and Starlight. A Court of Frost and Starlight. People don't like her. I think she's a cutie. At first I was like, oh well, I'm gonna finish this in a day. Took my time with it because I knew that I was nearing the end of the series so far of what is published. But she's cute. Do I remember anything about her? Not really. She's a nice little break from the heaviness that is Acotar. And then we get into A Court of Silver Flames. I don't want to hear any Nesta slander. Also, like, this is so weird because I never thought I would be talking about books ever. If you're my friends and you're watching this, you know I was like, I don't read. Reading's weird. I lied. I love reading. I'm not the oldest sibling out of my family. I'm actually the youngest, but there are a lot of similarities between like how Nesta manages like her anger and her grievances that I relate to a lot, and I definitely like choked up a little bit with that. Also, she's very spicy. If you know, you know. I related to Nesta a lot. Maybe not like every thing that she said or did I related to, but definitely there were times where I kind of like looked in within myself and I was like, damn, maybe I am Nesta. I've seen like things on TikTok where people be like talking smack about Nesta. Shut up. I think she's a great character and I can't wait to see more of her. After I finished acotar, I went on to start Throne of Glass, and I went in the order of publication, which I know is controversial. I read Throne of Glass first, and Throne of Glass, I'm not gonna lie, after all of acotar, I was like, it's gonna like set the bar pretty high. Throne of Glass was kind of a sleeper for me. Like, I struggled a lot to get through it, and I fell asleep a lot reading it, but I got through it. Glad I did, because then I got onto Crown of Midnight. Definitely my favorite versus like Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight. Crown of Midnight I liked a lot. Emotional turmoil again. And then we get on to everyone's controversial opinion is Assassin's Blade. I read this third, and I'm currently reading Heir of Fire. I'm still waiting for like the jaw-dropping moments in Throne of Glass. Don't tell me when that is, please. I want to like be surprised. But so far, I'm enjoying it. Is it as good as acotar, in my opinion? No. Actually, after I read Crown of Midnight, I went and I took a little break and I read Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. And oh my god, this is like one of my favorite books. I read it by renting it through the library first, and I loved it so much I had to buy my own copy just so I could have it on hand if I ever want to reread it. Amazing book. I love both of the main characters. The reason I love this book so much is because there are, like, when I was reading it, I felt a lot of like butterflies and similarities of when I first started dating my boyfriend. I see similarities with myself and him, like intertwined with both Rihanna, the female main character, and Jacob, the main male character. After I finished Yours Truly, I also read Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. She was cute, but I do like that in Yours Truly there was a lot of like relationship building. I feel like in Part of Your World there was, it just like they just kind of like happened instantly. There was no like chemistry building and stuff like that. I'm also on GoodReads. I'm still trying to navigate how to use that app, but I am on there if you guys want to see what I'm reading and just connect with me. So I'll put that down here and also put it in the description below. That is all for my month of April reading recap. I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, I have a couple more packages that arrived today. I'm gonna unbox them with you guys. First thing I got were a pair of shoes. I got the A6 Gel Cayano 14s. I originally ordered these in a size 8.5, and then I wore them on a very long walk and I got blisters on my feet. So I ended up selling those on Depop. If you guys ever want to see my Depop, I'll leave it down below. This is what they look like. Very nice everyday sneakers. I'm going to try these on later. I really hope these fit and don't give me blisters. The next thing I got is something very sentimental. Don't want to cry, but my childhood dog, we had to put him down recently, and Mother's Day is coming up, and he was my mom's dog. So I ordered a custom painting of him. So let's open it together. I'll leave the Etsy that I got this from, like here or in the description. This is a custom painting of him. And I'm going to put it in a frame that I got the other day. Oh, it's so perfect. This is Murphy. Well, a painting of Murphy. I just know she's going to love it. And she's probably going to bawl her eyes out. She tried being nosy because she told me I had a couple of packages that came and I told her to go away so she couldn't see this. But this is the painting. I love it so much. I'll leave the Etsy's, the Etsy seller's account in the description below. So you guys can check them out and support them. I'm very excited to give this to her. Those are all the packages I got. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye. So that is all from me for this vlog. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a like, comment down below, share with your friends, family. Check out my social medias in the description below. I'll also leave the Etsy link in the description of the Etsy seller that did the portrait of Murphy. If you guys would like to check them out and support them and get your own portrait done of your pets. April was a tough one. I hope that wherever you are, you're having a good time and you are well. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.